Those of you who are potentially chosen, should you ignore your spiritual team, the guidance of your beloved angels and ancestors, or you haven't even cultivated that bond or believe that you have a spirit team? More than likely, even with your spiritual gifts that you have been bestowed by your beloved angels and ancestors that were passed down to you, you more than likely will be a freelancer, a spiritual mercenary, believing and thinking that you can practice a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So by the time that your beloved angels and ancestors is calling you up next, trying to gain your attention to get on your spiritual path of where you are truly meant to walk and be, you will more likely become beguiled and tricked and enticed by a sinister, corrupt cult or coven that guides you down the wrong path, opposite from where you belong. What's happening in the collective is that this spiritual war is creating a clear divide amongst those who desire the ways of the head fallen angel and their wicked and evil seeds, and those who have the illusion of holding on to power or having power, but wanting to hold on to the illusion of power and create a bind where instead of us moving and being ushered into this new era, this new sun cycle for the next 24,000 year period, that we are stuck repeating another cycle where these Luciferians and dark energies and dark forces get to hold on and maintain their illusions and stronghold when their time has been expired. They will not be able to keep the illusion going if you potentially chosen, spiritually gifted and talented divine beings would not fall into the trap and weak-mindedly participate and join these dark cults and covens and going the wrong way, ignoring your discernment and your spirit team. I believe the majority of the issue is, alongside of being enticed into an illusion, that many of you have yet to truly cultivate that bond with your guides, believing that you have a spiritual team that is ever ready to guide you, assist you, protect you, heal you, which they do now, whether you acknowledge it or not. But to have true discernment, to be in touch with your higher self and your higher consciousness, which is also being in touch with them, you have to cultivate that bond, acknowledge it, honor it, respect them, honor them, right? You can't just call on the divine, your spirit team, your beloved ancestors and angels when you are in need of something, or when you feel trapped or in trouble or in desperation. You have to cultivate that bond and treat it as a real, working, honorable, loving relationship on a daily basis, around the clock, just as you have any other loving family member that is beside you. With this spiritual divide, this spiritual war that's taking place, you can't play both sides. You can't say, well, I want the benefits, the rewards, the healing, the protection of the divine, but I also want to go on adventures and participate with sinister, corrupt, evil and wicked, cowardly, atrocious, diabolical cults and covens, persons, individuals, and family members. You can't say, I want to overindulge in substances, a lustful mindset, but I also want to reap the rewards of being divine, divinely protected, the healing that comes from the divine. But I also want to dance in the pit of snakes and dance with the devil and dance with the wicked and evil seeds and be a part of that group as well. It does not It will not work that way. The spiritual, the divide, is calling into question who is who? What do you stand for? What side are you going to participate in? Where do you belong? What is your legacy? Are you one who are going to back down when the divine say, we're presenting you with your divine purpose and path? That might be through another chosen divine person that comes into your life in a shape and form that you are not, let's say, expecting. And you are, let's say, not necessarily ready for this call because you believe you still have your own personal desires and aspirations. You still have goals that you have yet to achieve and accomplish and set out to accomplish. This could be financial, this can be, personal growth, etc. Keep in mind, if and by the time your spirit team, your beloved ancestors and angels call you up next, tap you and say, it's your turn, it's your time, are you going to get on your divine path? If they present you with your divine path, if they present you with a divine person, high level soul contract, or a divine union, which we'll get into that in another video, then they are saying, it's your time, you're up next. And by the time they do tap you and say you're up next to answer the call, that means you have done enough healing up until that point for you to get on your divine path and begin. Doesn't mean you're 1,000% healed or all the way healed. It just means you have done enough healing and you are now aware up until that point to further on and go further on your divine path. Now, if they're presenting you with a high level soul contract or a divine person, a divine union, that means the two of you have done the necessary healing up until that point. And it means that the two of you are going to venture on together, healing individually and collectively together. There are going to be codes within the two of you that the two of you brought together in this union are going to unlock within each other. These unions are the catalysts, the divine unions, which consist of ancient royal blood, ancient royalty. There's a difference between divine unions and high-level soul contracts, though the two of them are administered and brought together by way of the divine. Should you receive this blessing, this gift, you have a choice to make. Am I going to accept, trust, take my leap of faith with spiritual maturity, and know that wherever my spirit team is leading me and guiding me, regardless if I see the full, complete picture at this moment or not, that my beloved angels and ancestors are not going to steer me wrong, and it's going to require sacrifice, which we'll get into in the other video. All divine unions and your divine path in general requires absolute, major, depending on where you are in your healing journey and the progress you made, sacrifices. You're going to have to decide to leave something, someone, some things, some people, some groups completely behind. Walking the divine path, the straight and narrow, entering into a high level soul contract, a divine union, requires ultimate sacrifice. You do not get to bring the same narcissistic sociopaths, envious, jealous, bad influences with you on this straight and narrow divine path or into this sacred and divine union. This is where many of you are failing and falling short. by way of spiritual immaturity, by way of the lack of emotional intelligence. Not that you all are not very bright and wise and smart and capable and aware in many different arenas, but as it pertains to this, many are not fully, completely understanding. Many are not realizing that they have to make the ultimate sacrifices. And you all are being tested, you spiritually gifted, potentially chosen star seeds, earth angels. Many of you, no matter how aware you are, intelligent you are, awakened you have become to the things around you to a great degree, but certain extent, because many of you are suffering to see these dark cults and covens and these devils presenting themselves to you because you're still getting caught up with them. So there's still, many things that are not being seen by you. However, when you get to this point, you have to make a choice and make great sacrifices in order to take this leap of faith into this divine path and divine union. It requires sacrifice. And so what's happening is many of you still suffer from unhealthy ego, arrogance, and stuck on being conceited. You have this mindset of, I never had to chase because I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome, I'm the jock on the football team, basketball team, or I'm the beautiful cheerleader, or I'm the beautiful, chick around the way, whatever the case may be. I never had to chase. I've been groomed and programmed over time that everything came to me. I got options. The question is, what's the use in having options if those options are going to pull you down and pull you away from your divine purpose and path? Are those options going to serve your highest and greatest good, your greatest needs and desires, and bring you wish fulfillment, or temporary successes, temporary lust factor? Now, when it's all said and done, who would you rather be? Where would you rather be? Would you rather have divine guidance steering you consistently in the right direction, raising you in degrees of consciousness, allowing you the space and the access to be divinely protected and healed? Or would you rather care about appearances, care about your options only, being able to bounce here and there and there and there in the playground, the playing field of your options, the ability to enjoy variety and have a good time and continue to party, overindulge, and have a good time, partaking in the sinister, corrupt ways of the wicked and evil seeds, not even seeing that time is passing you by, flying by rapidly while you're having a great old time, overindulging, partying, entertaining your options, only caring about appearances as narcissistic sociopaths do. They only care about appearances. They don't care about truth or expressing and being their true selves. So you, as potentially chosen, tapped in, divine star seeds, earth angels, do you not become the company you keep? Even if at the core, you're not a narcissistic sociopath, psychopath, jealous, envious, hating ass devil, by way of you joining that, surrounding yourself with that or them, do you not eventually become entrapped in that or become that them? Because the basic minimum, what we're observing is those of you who ignore your intuition, ignore your spirit team, spit in the face of your spirit team when they're presenting you with these opportunities. Once you get entrapped, pulled pulled off your path, you don't have the courage to turn around because now you have to appease that demon and that devil that's dabbling in that low vibrational magic, binding spells, love spells, glamour spells, wearing a mask, unhinged, hateful. You realize they're in a secret competition with the true divine person you were supposed to connect with. You were never even supposed to go that way, down that path, and be around that group and those people. But you thought it was going to be a great adventure, and you thought that at some point you could cut it off. When these people, these devils, they think differently. Once we trap you, we got you. Because we know we're in competition with your divine purpose, your higher calling, and that person we despise that you're supposed to connect with, that we want to keep in isolation, that we don't want you going towards. And we don't want you knowing that we are covering up what we stole from them, their inheritance, their land, their real estate, them being put out of a will ever since they was little or young of age, and their spiteful family members belonging to these corrupt organizations and fraternities, pulling their weight, calling in favors, pulling that cable tow, and having other agents who infiltrated as Luciferians within these fraternities and sororities that was meant for good. But these devils infiltrated their way into these institutions, and by way of their connections, abuse, misappropriate, and misuse these titles, these seats, these positions. And they cover up by way of their corrupt buddies in the justice system, their corrupt attorneys in these law firms, these corrupt court clerks and magistrates, corrupt officers, these cover-ups. You end up getting caught up in the glamour, the illusion that this group was the place to be, belong, join, be a part of. They can help you come up. You being young and inexperienced, or whatever age you are, just getting caught up in the illusion, the glamour. And if you let them in your energy an inch, an ounce, they're already coming with the energetic manipulation behind the scenes. So if you don't know how to protect yourself spiritually, protect your mind, your thoughts, your energy, your chakras, they already sucking and pulling on your energy. And if you don't believe in that kind of thing because you're stuck in your conceitedness and your arrogance and unhealthy ego, you're the quickest and easiest to manipulate energetically. They'll keep you in a mental fog. They'll keep presenting you with lies, telling you what you want to hear, wearing a mask. You won't be able to see that you have a smiling liar, a charming devil in front of you. You won't be able to see. And if you do get clarity, they keep you surrounded by their group of flunkies and minions, bullies and clowns that intentionally keep you distracted and overindulgent and partying. Look in the opposite direction from your divine path, your higher calling, listening or receiving the downloads from your spirit team, to do an about face, turn around, get out of there. Don't go that way. We're calling you. There's still time, very little time, but there's still time. Get out of there. Get out of that pit of snakes. You already fell in that pit of snakes. Get out of there. You're not a snake charmer. Don't try to be a snake charmer. Get out of there. And yet, you don't move. You just lay there, afraid to get up, afraid to move, frozen by the slithering snakes around you. Afraid that if you make any sudden movements, not knowing how to get yourself back up to the top, overthinking in your mind, in your head, how did I get here? Why am I here? Blaming it on others even. You appease and coddle to these unhinged, mentally unstable devils, narcissistic sociopaths, in an attempt to keep them happy, balanced. That's not your job to keep a mentally unstable, narcissistic psychopath happy. It's your job to defend yourself, speak up for yourself and say, listen, Y'all came to me under false pretenses. Y'all had me thinking that it was going to be this way, but it was the other way. But I can't even blame y'all, because if I was listening to my own discernment and intuition and following my heart and creating and developing that bond with my spirit team and allowing them to guide me, I would not even gave y'all a second look. I would not even came in this direction if I wasn't suffering from unhealthy ego and conceitedness issues. I wouldn't even got caught up with the glamour and the illusion. So I declined. Whatever contracts we made was made under false pretense and fraud, deception, lies. They're illegitimate. I decline. No, you can't use me to gaslight, love bomb, and breadcrumb that divine earth angel over there. They don't deserve it. No, you can't use me as a pawn to break their heart, to make them think I love them and I'm interested and attracted to them. And we're going to devise a plan to make cute little messages, cute little videos. And we're going to send these videos like we fishermen and hope they bite, take the bait. And then once they take the bait, I'm supposed to be a pawn in breaking their heart and leaving them heartbroken and stuck when they really truly don't give a fuck. Now, what are we doing here? When the divine sends you a divine being who has an extremely high ranking in the spirit realm and pushed by their spirit team to answer the call, to bring these messages, and to have all the confidence of the backing of all realms of existence behind them. Are you going to run? Are you going to say, I'd rather party? I'd rather continue down this path of having options and choices? Or am I going to answer the call? Am I going to stand firm and begin to come together with other chosen beings, other spiritually gifted beings? Come together with my soul tribe so we can be rightly guided and initiated and raised in degrees of consciousness by the most powerful, potent beings in all of existence? Or am I going to become a fallen angel, lose my way, and then too afraid to speak up or lack the courage to correct my actions or drag my feet in doing so, take forever to confess and admit the truth, say I'm sorry, I'm wrong, I apologize, I shouldn't have betrayed you for a payout or an illusion that I was going to receive a payout. I shouldn't have let this devil, this jealous individual, stay in my ear for so long. No, I love you more. Don't confess. Don't tell them the truth. Don't tell them we set them up. Don't tell them about the stolen inheritance in real estate. Don't tell them they was cut out of a wheel. Don't tell them we stole their intellectual property. Don't tell them we used our connections at these platforms to slow down their numbers and block their pages. Don't tell them. No, stay with me. I want you more. Don't look beyond my mask. Don't try to pull my mask down. Just let me lie to you. Let me tell you what you want to hear, whatever you want to hear. Stay with me. I love you more. I want you more. Let me love bomb you, gaslight you, breadcrumb you. No, don't look over there. Don't look over there. Just look at me. Look here, take this. Let me slip this in your food. Let me slip this in your drink. Yeah. Stay distracted. Stay confused. Yeah. No. Don't have the courage to move forward and get back on your path and answer your call. No. Stay over here with us. We a bunch of miserable, hating ass clowns and devils that don't have nothing else better to do than to hate on other people. Stay with us. Come on now. Stop looking over there. What you doing? Yeah, it's better over here, ain't it? I love you more. I love you more. I'm not the spirit team. You don't believe in no damn spirit team. It's about us. You know? Yeah, there you go. Drink this. Yeah, take that. Here, smoke this. Yeah, we about to hit the club. We gonna go out. Yeah, so-and-so judge, so-and-so magistrate, so-and-so that's a part of this group. the matern, yeah, help you out your citation, help you come up, help you get ahead, make some phone calls for you. If we got the power and authority over here, forget 3i atlases and forget crafts the size of Texas pulling up. Forget the signs of the time. Forget paying attention to the change and the dynamics that's going on around us. Don't think about that stuff. Come on now. Here, drink that, take that, smoke that. Yeah. Yeah. So listen, you got choices to make. You can take your salvation serious, or you can rock with these clowns that's already under judgment. But if you do, you have to take responsibility for the choice you made.